Donald Trump ain't crazy. They know exactly what's happening. They know exactly. They know what's going on in the union. They already.
They just playing a role.
They
This is like a reality channel. Like, we have to show people what it really is. Say it again. What did you say?
Do you know your intake on edibles?
Yes. 100 milligrams.
Not saying that on camera.
What up, what up, what up? You already know how I feel about this. This is not the way to go. I'm not about to play. Ew. Alright, BRB. It says protect our workers, Black Lives Matter. This is giving me goosebumps. These folks is white.
I tell people, my children all the time, it pays to treat you have
even
to
in the
treat
dark.
People right.
And you know, I'm making a spiritual channel. That's why I'm going to Cali right now. So it's funny that you're like saying this in the background for it. Like, that's funny.
And you need to be bold enough to say when you do something, it comes back and bites you in the butt. But this is what's happening, not to the individual. This is like the government. They get hit back in the butt because of how they, for years. I'm not talking about just 10 years ago. I'm talking
like
about
400,
years
500,
and years
and
years and years.
Yeah. It's gonna be good.
And at the end of the day, it's gonna turn out. I would never put my name on something and say I'm over country and I got folks in the street. I would never.
True.
I couldn't even go to bed at night.
Yeah, if you really have a genuine heart.
America got money. You know what I tell you, America got money? Because when this job started shutting down, they paying. How many
giving out
$1,200
and then unemployment, like you said.
And they still pay. It shouldn't be no ghetto. Are you
right?
Ghetto.
It should be all one elite world.
A ghetto, for real. A ghetto. Think about that. A ghetto.
Right.
Would Donald Trump want his family living in the ghetto? I kid you not. But they make it appear. I'm gonna tell you something between me and you. I'm gonna be 60 in 2 years. That's the power of God when you do right thing. I got kids. I'm 48.
7 kids.
And was married during that time. And I ran up some steps like it wasn't nothing. I was working and ran up the steps.
I know the power of eating. When I went vegan for a year, I lost 200 pounds.
Wait a minute, did you say
200?
200?
200?
Yes.
Wow.
200.
I never worked out before.
So that was good for you at that point.
Yep. And then that's when I started having the actual spiritual awakening, getting into any type of like God, anything.
That's what
it starts inside.
That's
mentally.
What eating. This is why God was so mad with Adam and Eve when they ate from another tree, because he knew once they touched something that didn't correspond, they were gonna start thinking weird and everything. Why you
knocking off the natural?
Yes, as long as they stayed in touch and was obedient, everything was gonna flow.
Right.
Just imagine when Eve had babies, she didn't even hurt.
Right.
That was the power of being. When they walked up and said, "We're hungry," God had their food right there. All they had to do was go pick. Imagine picking an apple off a tree. You ain't got a freaking wash.
Right. You just trusted everything.
But
literally.
We have gotten so far back, and the thing is, most people, like, let's just say this is one country, but it's the world. In America, you feel like. I was telling somebody the other day, and I'm gonna let you go. I was telling somebody the other day, there's a trick and trade that's going on, and if you're not up on it, you'll fall for it.
And this is the year. This is the year where everything is being enforced. Like, energy is different this year.
Yes, yeah,
different.
since this
2020
virus,
vision.
do you know how many people are now running around trying to eat healthy? Because they're beginning to, you see what I'm saying, beginning to see. That's the thing right now. Things are actually beginning to turn. And let me tell you what happens. What happens with people. God gave us so much power. The Lord told me, the more I do the right thing, the more I have power. When you do what's right, God has no choice.
Right.
He is bound by his word to do the right thing for you. I wouldn't tell nobody else this because I think people would look at me. No, not people. Maybe a few would look at me like.
Basically,
But
the bots,
let me
people
tell
who
you
don't
something. I'm going
understand.
to tell you.
Right.
One of the reasons why this particular thing came into existence, the true sons and daughters of God by their righteousness falls away.
Yeah.
That's a spiritual thing.
Yeah.
It is nothing physical
Yeah.
that we did. What does God look like? Having this group over here, just check it out, doing everything right. Having this group over here, doing what the heck they want, but then the world can just live. You gotta have some justice for those
And
that's
then
doing
people
right.
don't have it even way better than them other people thought they had it because they actually got the happiness.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the power. When you eat right, when you gotta understand, whatever you eat, it goes into your blood. So if all of that, you got blood running through your face, everything is blood. How do you think you're gonna respond? You be wondering why somebody acting a damn fool, asking what they ate the night before. You act like that animal.
You eat an
just
animal,
put in
you're
your
gonna have an
system.
animalistic nature. It's only a few of us though. We're the chosen
Right.
indigo children. Like,
And when God wants to take you to another level, He'll put people when you're willing. You're on another path. You have became aware of something, and you're looking for answers. So God has to. That's your relationship with your Father. Everybody your relationship with Him is that, Lord, I know something. It's got to be a little bit more than this.
Yep.
So He answered. He is going to put somebody in your life. I told my children, you could be riding down the street. You could say a prayer, be riding, and a big sign come up and say, if you want such and such. He'll do it. He's going to
I tell people the signs is everywhere, right around.
Right. He'll put it in your life the way you can comprehend.
Yes,
Because
yes,
God will
yes.
never come down spooky like, oh, I'm God.
Yeah, it don't work like that.
Moses was the only one that was able to look at God.
What did it say behind a burning bush
Everybody can
though?
be a Moses.
Right.
Everybody not going to be able to.
To see
God
the
is
same
not going to
thing.
have the burn. You're not going to walk up and there's a burning bush. And He says, well, now this is God again.
No, for real.
You
And
might take off running.
Yeah.
He knows that.
Yeah. He
He's
knows
not trying
who's
to
ready
scare
and who's
you.
not. Right.
So He what? Put people, something that you can cope with. Let me put Miss Deborah, Miss Deborah. Let me make this day, let me have Miss Deborah sitting outside this time, because I know she's going to walk by and Miss Deborah and her is going to click, and then she will get some answers.
When's your birthday?
May the 13th.
Oh, Taurus. I'm a Leo. That's what I'm saying. I'm into astrology, but it's like those aren't supposed to be compatible. It's not all about that. It's about energy.
Yeah, it's about
Similar
energy.
frequencies.
Energy, but astrology, I found out it has a lot of truth to it. I've studied my mother, by the grace of God, when I was 10. This I became big, and by the grace, right here in America, in New York, when I was 10, my mother, she was an adopted mother. She had 4 adopted children. I was one of them. At 10 years old, a group of brothers, I'll never forget, I was looking up at them, they had on white. White, everything was white. They knocked on her door, and you know, I'm young, we're young, so we don't know everything going on. But all I know is she started going to these meetings. She would leave us at home with someone, and she would say, I gotta go to a meeting. They had came to tell her if she was willing to take us out of America at a young age, she can go to Israel and live a better life, a place where you ain't gotta lock your doors, no lines, none of that. She went on. When I think about it, it must have been a prayer she did.
Right.
Either was a prayer, she did something. God put us in her life because He wanted us to have a better life.
Right.
So this is what she did. She took us to the Holy Land. That's when my diet changed. Not here in America. It changed when I went to the Holy Land.
You went to Israel?
Yes. Vegan. I still have connect. I lived there 44. That's where my kids were born. All my kids was born in Israel, except for one is born here by my husband.
I was just watching a video last night. It said Israelites, something like that's just funny.
When I'm gonna connect with you because I'm gonna send you some pictures of my father, everybody that's over. Yeah. But anyway, she took us. That's when I became vegan. I didn't become vegan over here.
Right.
I'm vegan, culture, everything. So, long story short, when she took us over there, everything that they told her, she found that was true. And guess what the Lord did for her because of her obedience? Guess what he did for her?
What?
And this is a woman that is 60-something years old. Now you tell me this. What elder you gonna convince to drop their stuff? Everything they've been knowing now, check it out. And go all the way over to a place.
Yeah.
Because somebody said it was going to be. That's how you know it was ordained for. That's how you know it was ordained for us to go. That's how you know it. But through her obedience, 2 months later, I think they say she was, what was she, diabetic or something? Anyway, I remember she used to take insulin. So I guess that's when she's put.
You lack of something, yeah.
She was, so I figured that was diabetic. But anyway, when she went to Israel, they were trying to work with her. Now you remember this woman's in her 60s, going on 70. So her body was already kind of long gone.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why when she grabbed us back and took us out because she probably knew at some point she was going to be leaving.
Yeah.
But anyway, she got over there, and because through her obedience, the Lord allowed her body to rest in the Holy Land. That's where she's buried. Where Abraham.
And that
Isaac,
matters because I believe it's
Jacob. Just think, as wicked as Pharaoh was, that's where her body is at. My mother ain't buried here. If I want to go see her back, I got to go over there and see her.
But she in a whole different other place right now.
Yes.
Just because she's over there.
But that's what he did for her obedience.
Wow.
Because she could have
It's
passed
starting a
here.
new tree cycle of life.
Yes.
Wow.
But I think, of course, who wants their mother to die? But God does everything for a reason. But when I look back at it, like some people say, well, what made that woman? I said it had to be a prayer. It had to have been something she was waiting for. When she seen the sign, she went for it.
Right.
And that's when they say when the universe delivers, you have to jump on it because
if not, then it's like, okay, you weren't
that's
ready.
when you're going to get your answer.
Yep. My mom was like, what are you going to California for 5 days for during coronavirus and rioting? I said, I don't know. It's the start of my new path. I don't know.
And when you are, I can tell you this right now. When you are chosen for God, up to my, not just a person God created, up to my living.
It's 15% of us.
Chosen, and you're doing his work. Do you know somebody can stand right in front of you? They can cough on you.
I'm invincible.
Whatever. Do you know you will walk away clean? That's the protection of God. But you have to be in cahoots with him for him
in every
to
way
protect you like that.
Right.
You can't be playing games over here, then I'm gonna do it right over here.
Yeah.
No, you got to. You even with
be
your
perfect
human
as much
side,
as you can, right?
Even with the human side, you have to. And that's not to say you're not going to make mistakes. That's not to say one day you're going to drink something to say, well,
just do better.
You just have
what
to.
You know.
You just have to. Every day you wake up, you just have to ask God to give me the strength to continue to do what I'm supposed to. And the more you're eager for it, He's going to put people in your life. You think I'm something. You don't know what you're going to see when you get to California.
I'm going to call you as soon as I get back, too.
You'll get to a point in your life, you'll say, Lord. You'll say,
do I remember that day I was sitting there?
You'll be like, you're like, dang, I need $10,000. I would like to live in that house. I would like to move out of Georgia and go to da-da-da. And you'll just say it to yourself and really feel it. But then you will go on with your life. And as soon as you know somebody is presenting you exactly, whether you found the money, somebody calls you and say, well, you know, you've been working for us. You see what I'm saying? So that's me.
That's a big David dog.
Like Deborah. Don't put the B, just add the V. And there you go.
Okay.
And I've been vegan for 10 years, and I would never, for the way I feel, I would never go back.
Nope. And I'm never going back.
Never.
After this, I'm never going back. That was my sign right there. I'm not going back.
Yeah.